Emen's message.
Back in Emen, the traitorous Lord Buriash now demands unconditional surrender at the gates of the capital. For this, he will guarantee the safety of the population. A skeptical King Elson will have none of it. He calls Emen the messenger to his chamber.
I have this hour been commissioned by the king. I am tasked to assassinate the traitorous Lord Buriash by means of delivering a message with poisoned dagger in place of surrender. Be brave, inasmuch as I will be foolish enough to make the attempt. Your husband, Emen.
Dagger in diplomatic pouch, Emen enters the camp under the intense scrutiny of the traitor's bodyguards.
Welcome back, folks. So this is kind of an interesting mission. It's easy and hard, I'd say. You just have to get in and get out real quick. But it is pretty easy to mess this up, die. So Lord Buriash has set up a base camp in the farmlands to the southeast. So that's kind of like right here. Enter the enemy camp and assassinate Lord Buriash. Emen must swiftly escape back to the safety of the city walls. Keep Emen alive. So what we're going to do, though, is... first we're going to set our game speed down to 5. I just finished... my upload schedule is a bit delayed from my recording schedule. I just finished the... building of the deity units right before making this video, so I had my speed up higher. So what's going to happen is they're going to have some melee units there, and they're basically going to be set to defense, so they're just going to stand still and they won't attack you as long as you're not too close. If you get close, they will attack you. So, and then I think after you kill Buriash, they will, I don't know, change to whatever and actually start following you. Yeah, see? So there's a lot of dudes here, so we're gonna run, because now they're coming. Or at least some of them are. Ooh. But Emen is faster than all those guys. So yeah, that's not too hard as long as you're careful and have a good escape route. You do need to make sure you get back over here, though, because they're just gonna dumbly run right into this, whatever that is. What's in that there? Ooh. Oops. Yeah, so they do chase you a little bit, but I guess you just win as soon as you get in the city wall, so that's fine. Well, that didn't take very long, so we're going to do another mission. Common folk.
With Buriash dead, the Tarosian troops and creatures turned on their one-time allies. Towns and castles freshly conquered were once again awash with fire and blood. Back in Buriash's home province, the common folk had had enough. Anger and shame over their lord's cooperation with Taros, and the new attacks by wandering bands of undead prompt the common folk to take arms. A group of farmers, led by a single determined woman, Ayla Goss, are on the long march.
Our lord betrayed Emen, but shall we? We will not serve the dead, the demons, the yoke of evil that Buriash has put on. Let us storm the gates of House Buriash and end this plague on our fair land. Ayla Goss.
Bereft of armament, the brave insurgents hope to swell their ranks and prevail through sheer numbers.
Okay, so this is kind of an interesting mission. This is the only one where you get to do those, like, neutral, crappy units. Using Ayla, collect as many commoners as you can. So you remember all those neutral units like the serfs and stuff? We've occasionally killed them on other missions. We're actually using them this time, and they do have an attack. It's very weak. They die very easily. So using Ayla, collect as many commoners as you can. And the commoners kind of suck, actually. Attack any enemy soldiers who cross your path. You probably want to avoid them if at all possible, but at least 5 followers must accompany Ayla to the trebuchet. Take control of the trebuchet and use it to destroy Lord Buriash's bases and patrols. Target the enemy using the mini-map. Yeah, so this, I mean, I've already kind of went over that before, how, you know, with units with really long range, you can, target on the minimap. I guess this is the campaign mission that sort of teaches you how to do that. But we already know how to do it. The trebuchet is a good unit. It's weak. But it shoots these. It's like a catapult, but like better. And it shoots out these projectiles. And I'm not certain, but I think it has the longest range of any unit in the game. It's a building as well. Just so you know. It's funny, when I first played this game, I was a little kid, and I didn't know what a trebuchet was, or that it was French, so I kept calling it a trebucket. Because that's kind of what it looks like if you don't know French. Like, you don't know the T is, like, silent. So, I'd always say trebucket, trebucket. And I don't know, I think I probably watched some history documentary. I finally realized that I didn't know how to actually say that word. It is not a trebucket. Oh, come on. Apparently they attack you until Ayla that goes there and gives a inspiring speech. So yeah, you go to all the little farm areas and there's going to be dudes, but now that I saw that, I'll just send everyone here and I'll grab Ayla specifically. These shovel dudes aren't very strong though, and neither is that. I guess that's a beggar with like a bowl. Yeah, I think that's how I learned it. Either that or I said it in front of somebody and they laughed at me. It's like, there's a lot of words actually that are like that you don't know what the proper way to say something is until after, you know, because you don't ever hear it pronounced, you just read it. So, and the way English spelling is, it's just so, you know, the rules are violated so often, it's very easy to, like, it's very easy to sort of think that the pronunciation is different from what it actually is. Did I get them all? Got that guy. For some reason they're being reluctant to give me my units here altogether, but that's okay. Now I have all the units, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna get them all up here. I'm pretty sure that's all the units you can get. So the trebuchet is over here. There's a trebuchet and like a watchtower right here. So what you need to do is just kind of take that over and try to destroy things that way, and then sort of save your guys until the end, because it has a hard time. You really do have a hard time killing anything with these dudes. Like, you'd lose all your guys even taking just a regular watchtower, and a swordsman won't do you any good. One of the things I find kind of odd about this mission is they're saying, like, the Taros forces without Buriash just started attacking random people. And it's like, well, there's no, like, Taros general or colonel or something who, like, keep things in line. It obviously isn't going to be in Taros' favor to abandon that pact or that alliance just because that one guy died. Alright, we're gonna have to do this. And I need to get Aelin out of here. So you can see how many guys he kills before he's actually killed himself, so... He killed like 5 or 6 dudes. So these things are really, really weak, but you have to at least kill a couple of them just to get up here. Oop. Huh. I wonder if that trebuchet was attacking me or if it was attacking, because that's a trebuchet we're going to take over. We gotta... Darn it. Come on, Aelin, get in here. Take it over, take it over. Well... That's really, really annoying. They were supposed to take that over, and it didn't do it. So I guess we'll just have to replay the mission. And be more careful next time. That was actually really annoying. Like, that was supposed to switch over to my control. Oh well. Oh, you know what? I bet I know what it is. It's because not only do I have to get Aelin there, I have to get 5 dudes in there as well. So that's probably why. Okay. Now, there was a way to walk up here, so I think that's what I'm actually going to do, is try to walk up here. Alright, we gotta get this guy. Yeah, these guys here are pretty weak, actually. So what I need to do... Oh, come on! That was the trebuchet, just killed like 4 or 5 of these little peasants here. Okay, maybe that isn't working very well. And I forgot to save it. This isn't working very well. Oh, come on! I'm starting to really not like this mission. If I lose it again, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to restart the whole thing. And I'm... God damn it. Alright, well, the last attempt did not go very well. I ended up dying. I tried one more attempt where I walked up right here, like there's sort of a path you can do, and that also did not work out very well. So what I noticed is I kind of looked around the map a little bit, and there's like a ramp right here, and I think my best option is to sort of go over this road, get on top of the ramp up here, and then head straight down to here, and try to, as quickly as I can, get in there with Ayla and the guys. I went ahead and saved at this point. Like, I didn't bother showing you again me gathering up the little commoners, just because I didn't figure you needed to see that again. But we're gonna go around because I think it'll be easier for them to get up on the ledge if there's not a bottleneck. Like right here is kind of a bottleneck, so it's kind of a pain. And we might be able to avoid some of the soldiers as well. Get on up here off the road, away from the soldier. Yeah, so I'm thinking we can avoid at least some of the soldiers until after we gather the trebuchet. And it's kind of difficult because you have to have Ayla at the front of the line because you need her and 5 of the peasants in the area in order to trigger the transfer of ownership of the trebuchet and the watchtower. So we're going to get everybody up here first. So you have to be... It's kind of a pain. I forgot that the trebuchet will attack you up until the point that you can take control of it. And it will kill, like, 5 or so guys per hit. So it's kind of a risky business here. Gonna get everyone up, because we're gonna need Ayla to be somewhat close to the front here. And if Ayla accidentally gets killed by the trebuchet, then we're SOL too. Come on, Ayla. Just get in there real quick. Come on. Run, 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 guys. Forget about it. There we go. Don't kill Ayla. Alright, we got it. We got here. Thankfully. So as soon as we do that, either it's the watchtower or the trebuchet, which actually gives our vision. And you can click on the minimap. I've already talked about this, I think, with stone giants. You can click on the minimap and the trebuchet will just attack it. They have a really long range. Very long range. You can see in the bottom of the screen, you can see the health of the barracks. I don't know how they know what the health of the barracks is, but it works. The only thing we might have trouble with is the soldiers who sort of walk around, especially that one on the bottom. Although we should have enough peasants to actually take care of that. Enough of the peasants survive that I think a couple soldiers could be taken care of. But you actually have to kill the soldiers too, and the trebuchet does not have an easy time hitting the soldiers if they're patrolling and moving. So you do have to be careful. I think the soldiers are faster than your peasants as well, so I don't think you can like lure them. You can't like lure them very easily. That works. With the watchtower there, it does help us take care of them a little bit. We still have enough, I think. Yep, just click on the mini-map. It is one interesting thing, just how far the range is on this game, like compared to other RTSs. It didn't really seem odd to me the first time I played this game, but it was already destroyed. But when I went and played other RTSs, the range definitely wasn't as high in most other RTSs I've ever played. Like the range. So it really kind of changes the whole dynamic of this game. Of course, I never played the original Total Annihilation, which people they honestly, a lot of people say that was the better game. I don't know. It was like a space StarCraft-y type game. I think I'm not sure if it was the same age or older than StarCraft. Yep, just gotta wait for it, that's all. Keeps almost dead. There's a lot of soldiers though, that's the only issue. Because like I said, it's gonna be kind of difficult to actually hit them. Alright, we'll take this one. Go ahead and hit him. Let's see if we can't lure some of these guys back. Go up here a little bit. I don't know why that trebuchet is not hitting the swordsman. Run! Oh, that's worth it, though. We're just gonna let him attack the watchtower. Yeah, that works. Excellent. like here's gonna come another one. Barbarian. Okay. Let's see if we can't lure. I think this is just one more guy down here, hopefully. Let's try and see if we can't hit him with the trebuchet. Actually, we have enough guys here. We'll leave Ayla there. I don't know if she's still a non-losable hero unit, but we'll leave her up there just in case. But yeah, these 6 or 7 guys ought to be enough, really. Which is probably quite a few more than 6 or 7, huh? Let's see how we do here. I think this is the last guy and we win. So this mission's a little bit more difficult than some of the other ones. I had to try it a couple times. There's more, huh? There might be a lodestone or something in here. This mission's a little bit more difficult than some of the other ones. Oop. Is there a watchtower here? There is. We're gonna need this trebuchet to get rid of it. Get rid of this guy. Yikes. Alright, I'm kind of losing these guys here, so I better be careful. I'd not really want to have to do this mission again. I think it's just this lodestone. Yeah. We'll let the trebuchet do it, because he'll kill these guys, and I might need them. It is kind of neat that they the trebuchet will automatically attack something if it happens to be in vision. It'll just automatically do it. So you don't even have to necessarily tell it to do stuff. You can just give it vision and it'll operate pretty well on its own. But I think after that lodestone eats the dust, it'll be good. Maybe. No? I think they're pretty much destroyed, guys. Like, you know, I think you can give me the victory now. I mean, I already checked over here, so it can't be there. I guess there's a soldier around somewhere. I think that's enough. Like, they're pretty well stopped here, you know? Why do you gotta give me a hard time still? We're not going to attack them all just yet, because we want to get these guys out. This must be the last guy. I really hope it's the last guy. Let's, the trebuchet is trying to attack it. Victory? Oh, come on. How about this guy? This has got to be the last guy. Oh, finally. There we go. Hard-earned victory here. I was getting a little nervous there. I was running out of peasants to sacrifice. That wasn't fun there. Alright. Well, I think we're going to have time for one more mission, or at least part of another mission. So let's go ahead and try it. The Heart of Thesh.
Jorith reaches the vicinity of Elam, the capital of Taros. Through stealth and interrogation of a captive zealot trooper, he discovers the heart of Thesh is kept in a heavily guarded compound outside the city walls. This is the Temple of Belial.
The objective is to penetrate the temple's perimeter by means of stealth, as confrontation would prove folly. Once inside, we may have a fair measure of battle. Jorith of Haldane.
Jorith observes the temple patrols are frequent but regular.
Alright, so what do we need to do? Jorith and his band must negotiate the Taros patrols. When possible, avoid confronting the Tarosians directly. Staying close to the walls, sneak to the south entrance to the temple compound. Once inside, reach the inner sanctum located on the northeast corner of the temple. Retrieve the Heart of Thesh. Alright, so they tell us to sneak around all the way to the south, and they want us to go up through here. And like around or something like that. I have a better idea. The Heart of Thesh is right here. And if we go around the outside of the map, there won't be anybody to attack, I don't think. And we can just destroy this with archers. It'll take a little while, but we can avoid a lot of the patrols and stuff if we do that. So I'm going to set these guys to Paralyze Arrow. Just so that if something comes up like that, we'll be able to... If some sort of beastie comes up, that's the most likely thing we are to see outside the walls. Yep. So this is kind of the cheap way to do this mission. This mission is kind of a pain in the ass, in my opinion. So I'd rather just... do it the cheap way, because that's a lot easier. And I recommend you do it the cheap way as well. You can see how these little missions with the individual dudes are getting a little bit more difficult. And the first time I did it, so this guy is going to cause a problem, but that's okay because I have plenty of Paralyze Arrows. I don't know why they weren't attacking me. We'll wait for a second just so his mana will recharge and also so that his health comes back a little bit. But that was weird. I don't know why they weren't attacking him. I'll keep that in mind next time. If I see another one. Alright. If I see another one, we'll know what to do here. Alright, so here's where the Heart of Thesh is. All we need to do is blow down this wall, walk Jorah through it, and we'll be good to go. Alright, stop. Actually, hold on.
On the move! Notched and ready.
We're just going to change these to regular arrows. So yeah, if we just attack this, it will slowly but surely be knocked down. Yeah, and there's like a whole bunch of patrols and things. If you go the south way or whatever, they want you to go in here, and you got to take care of the different guys, and you can do that. And what if you go straight through the middle, like, you're gonna have a bad time. So you're gonna have to go like around this way. It's still a pain though. Whereas this, you fight one guy, and that's it. And it doesn't really take that long to take down these walls, really. How arrows are breaking down those walls, I don't know, but that's what they say. Alright, that's good. Let's go in. And there's the Heart of Thesh. It looks like a big lodestone.
Moving out.
I don't know why that guy's not moving, but okay. He's like, I'm just gonna stand here and die. Yeah, so that makes that mission way easier to do it that way. and I highly recommend that you do. Alright, well, I think that's probably enough time for this video, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Later, folks.